and welcome to the Aesthetics Magazine podcast. And today we're joined by Claire McFall from the brand new Elite Aesthetics and Skin Treatments Clinic. Hello, Claire.
Hello.
So you have just opened your clinic. Tell us a bit about it.
So I'm so excited to open on Monday. I have been doing aesthetics for 6 years, but I've been working from home. So it was always part of my business plan to have a town presence, to be able to grow my business.
And what town is that?
Magherafelt.
Magherafelt.
At Ulster.
That's where you're from?
Yes.
Yeah, so you had a at-home clinic,
yes,
and now you're kind of expanding.
Yes, since I got my prescribing last year, I feel more confident now to have a town clinic.
Mm-hmm. Why is it such an important step for you to open your own clinic?
It's a massive step and I'm so excited about it because it'll allow me to grow. Mm-hmm. And I think in aesthetics we're always training and learning new treatments as they come on the market. So it's important for growth, business growth number one, and it's important for accessibility.
Oh, definitely. And tell me about your background in because everyone is coming into aesthetics these days.
Everyone is. Believe it or not, I actually trained over 10 years ago before it was a trend. So my business plan's been in place for over 10 years. I initially trained at 352 Queensbridge Private Hospital, but unfortunately I didn't do anything then because it wasn't the right timing. My baby was only about 2 months old then. So fast forward, I retrained with our aesthetics. I've done my basic training and advanced training, and lockdown hit. So I kept coming up against hurdles.
Yeah, that affected a lot of people.
Yes, and I think as the saying goes, trust the timing. Mm-hmm. You know, it's not, aesthetics isn't an overnight, do a 2-day course and that's it, set up and you're ready to go. In fact, I don't really know how to word it, but the way the courses are sold, nobody tells you about this side of it, how important your marketing is, the business side. And to go in and do a 2-day course, you're never going to have the skills required to give holistic treatment. So I think that's just the foundation, and then you have to build on it.
Oh, definitely. I know so many aesthetic practitioners like yourself that have come from the NHS and have said exactly that.
And even the business side, I even hate it taking money off people. I hate it counting money because in the NHS, it doesn't matter how many needles you use or what you use, it's free. And then when you go into business, it's like, this is a whole different side. So I think that side is underestimated. And I think for me, you're asking me about how important is this. It's taken me 6 years to build the confidence to step into the business side of things and to realise, yes, I'll always be a nurse first, but then there's a business side of things that nobody talks about, all the hidden costs. I dread to think how much money I've spent in training because you're always building, and treatments now are holistic. So it's moving beyond a quick 3 areas of toxin treatment, anti-wrinkle treatment, to looking at the canvas of the skin. So we've moved away from, thankfully, overfilled faces, pillow faces, duck lips. People want more regenerative medicine. And I think the key is people are starting early because from the age of our mid-20s, we're losing 1% of collagen per year. So it's starting your microneedling and your skin treatments. And I think skin treatments are the most underestimated, but the most important.
I love the fact that you said you're a nurse first. Because regulations in this industry, it's so unclear, and I think people don't realise that when they go in that, you know, this is medicine. These are medical treatments. This isn't just an aesthetic industry. This is medicine.
Yes. It's not beauty, it's medicine, and it always comes with risks. And I think for me, that was why it was so important to have my prescribing and my nursing background, because filler, I could talk about this forever. In America, there's only about 13 fillers that are FDA approved, and you're only allowed to use FDA products in America. But in the UK, it's the Wild West, and the products only have to be CE approved, which means they basically do what they say in the tin. There's no studies into how the filler behaves in the body, in the tissues over time. So that's something that I would love to see coming in, because fillers are downgraded and you have to be a prescriber to prescribe anti-wrinkle treatment because it's considered a medicine and it's regulated as such. But actually, the most complications come from filler.
Yeah, what's the most exciting thing about opening your own clinic? What, as you say, you haven't opened it yet.
I haven't opened it yet.
Have you seen the support in the community?
Oh, yes. Definitely. And I think when it comes down to aesthetic treatments, the setting is important. And I think it kind of held me back because patients need a professional clinical setting. And number one, hygienic cleanliness. Not that I was doing anything unregulated, but people want a luxury feel as well when they're coming to a clinic. That's you're paying extra as well for the experience.
Definitely.
But I think I'm excited as well about the footfall and having a town presence, because it's been, my business plan's been in place for 10 years. But I think it's getting my patients, educating them to move away from quick fixes. And for 3 areas of Botox, it's looking at your skin, and skin care, would you believe it, is number one important out of any injectable you can get done, because it's like going to the dentist and not brushing your teeth in between treatments. Your practitioner can't be with you at home every day. If you're not using SPF or retinol, you're wasting your money. And there's a lot of, I've actually looked to America for a lot of inspiration, because it's, I know they probably do have unregulated, but it's not as heavy as in the UK. And a lot of nurses and doctors in America won't even touch a patient's face with a needle unless they're in a skincare regime. That's how important it is. And when my patients come to me, I say, are you using SPF? I don't need SPF.
Oh, wow. I think 10 years ago when people said that, it was like, okay, you know, we don't have the amount of education as we do. But these days, if someone says that...
These days, that's still the mindset. They would prefer to spend £100 in a moisturiser. And they think, well, I'm moisturising my skin. But actually, you don't need to moisturise every day. Your SPF, any dermatologist will tell you, is the number one. It doesn't even have to be expensive. It's so important because it's not only preventing skin cancer, it's preventing fine lines, wrinkles and pigmentation, all that comes with sun damage. And it doesn't, I think people think we live in a climate, we're not in a sunny climate, but it's UVA rays that we're getting even through our laptops, which people don't realise, or sitting at an office beside a window. And you're not going to get as long out of your treatments if you're not using your home care routine. Yeah. Because you want to, everybody wants that glow now, don't they?
Glass skin, that trend.
Which doesn't exist, but anyway, that's another story.
Well, it depends how many treatments you get.
Glass skin is really just hydrated skin. But I think we'll have to be realistic as well when we're looking at photographs and aspiring to have this skin. Every single skin has pores, blemishes. I'm in a good home care routine. I still get breakouts, congestion. We have to be realistic. We're not aiming for perfection. We're aiming for improving.
And what do you think really is the future of aesthetics and skincare?
It's really regenerative medicine, and it's also going back to basics. Microneedling, starting in your 20s, because it's going to replace lost collagen and generate. It's actually the future is getting the skin to do its own job, to work at cellular level to improve collagen, because that's what we all want. Because when we age, people say, why does my face look saggy? Because hormonal changes, we're losing a lot of collagen and bone as well, especially in women. So the future is definitely regenerative skincare, number one. SPF, your retinol, prescription only tretinoin at night time. And your polynucleotides, which I love as well. You're not going to get a dramatic, I think it's moving away from quick fixes and less filler. because we did go through the phase, remember?
The duck lips, yes.
And it actually is when your lips walk into the room before you.
Oh, wow.
It's time to get them dissolved. Well,
a few times.
once was dramatic. I was in a bar in Belfast and I went, now I know where that phrase came from. The poor girl's lips walked into the room before her. But I think practitioners have a duty of care as well. It's not just money based, it's being ethical. I have refused to do treatments. I could have easily just said, yeah, let's whack more filler and I'll take the money. But I wouldn't put my name to that. It's your reputation and it's a duty of care to the patient.
Yes, thank you so much for coming on.
No worries.
And I hope you have enjoyed.
Lovely. Thank you for having me.